Y'all, Natalie here today with the Shimmerz April 2021 color kits. Look at these adorable sequins by Spiegel Mom Scraps. They are to celebrate baby Stella, which is Sammy's new baby. She's so cute. And they have little bunnies in them, perfect for your Easter photos or really any photos that are adorable. Small, like a little bunny. Look, they have those cute dots. And the colors are meant to be Shimmerz, Sweet Baby Girl Shimmerings, which is our new color, which is that pink color, Pixie Dust Blings, which is a gorgeous white, and the new So Beautiful Spritz, and those are super fun. And what I'm going to do, sorry, I didn't want to mix any of my colors, so I'm going to do 3 separate kind of circular little just sections of this floral stencil. I'm just going to go over it with this foils texture paste. It's like a really pretty mother of pearl shiny texture paste. And I'm going to do 3 separate sections of this floral, and then I'm going to go over it with those colors. So I don't know how to explain the way, a visual triangle, that's the way. I'm creating this design in a visual triangle. I've already trimmed up the edges of my page. I've put clear gesso on it, and I am going to put it onto a mint background. So there you can see the foils are dry, and it's so pretty. And you can also mix the color into the wet foils and apply it, and it will give you a colored texture paste. But in this case, I'm going to apply my watercolor over the dry texture paste. Sorry, got my mouth all mixed up. So I didn't want to spray directly onto the page because I didn't want a lot of splatter, but I will end up actually spraying on the page later. But what I did was I sprayed onto my glass mat, and then I'm applying the So Beautiful Spritz with my paintbrush. So I'm just trying to keep it on that one section of texture paste, and then I'm going to apply the blue or the pink and the green and on the other sections. So I go in to apply the mint, and then I realize I want to turn my page, and so I really should have kind of dried up the blue section first. So I do that, and then I go back in and work with the mint color, and I added some water because it's a Shimmerz, and those are kind of thicker. So I added a little water and moved it around, let it fall in between the texture paste. And then next up, I'm going to add the Sweet Baby Girl Shimmerings to the top. And now shimmerings are a much more translucent color, and so I will have to add a lot more of that because I am not a super pastel person. I love vibrant colors. So the beauty of Shimmerz is that you can achieve that look by adding layers. So you can have the super gorgeous pastel look if you're into that, or you can just build it and add more and more layers after each layer dries, and you can add additional colors. So that's what I'm choosing to do. So this is all just the first layer. And while we wait for those to dry, I have my cut file. This is the exclusive cut file that comes with this month's color kits. And it says Somebody Loves You, and it's super cute. And I cut it kind of tiny, like smaller than typical, because I wasn't going to back it. I did think about putting the sequins in it actually, but then I cut it so small that wasn't going to work. So I take it, and I'm just going to let the prettiness of the background shine through the cutouts. So I cover it with the Pixie Dust Blings, and then I just use the scrap paper. But then I was like, why don't I just paint that scrap paper with the blings, since it already has some on there, and all you can use it to die cut something cute. So you can see on that plain pink cardstock that I cut the cut file out of, once I added the pixie dust, it was so pretty and shimmery, like pixie dust. So I love how that can just make basically any of your cardstock into shimmering cardstock. So now I'm going through, I have my first layer dry, and I'm going through and adding a second layer on all the colors because, like I said, I like my colors really vibrant. And so that's what I'm doing. Not much more to it than that. So I'm adding in the So Beautiful. I've already done the Sweet Baby Girl, and now we're going in and adding a little bit more to the Meant to Be Shimmerz. And then once that dries, I am going to let it completely dry, and I'm going to go through and add splatters. If I didn't let it completely dry, then my splatters wouldn't be round. They would just kind of blob into the still wet portions of the paint. So that's why I let it completely dry first. And I do different things. If it's a spray bottle, I will tap on the spray bottle with my paintbrush. If it is the potted color, I will get the color on my paintbrush and tap on it with another paintbrush, but they pretty much all achieve the same look of those fun splatters. And I know it looks kind of disconnected right now because it's those 3 sections of color separate, but once I put everything back on top of it, it will bring it all together. Trust me. So I have these 2 pics of my littlest bunny on Easter. The other one was fighting back with some photos, so this one's still happy to show me his dimples. And so I decided that I want to do a little something different. Instead of backing my photo with white, I choose to back it with vellum, and then I stick a little pink under there just to show through a little bit. I thought about sticking it up, but I am going to overlap that cut file with the photos, so if I popped it up with foam, that would kind of make it uneven, so I don't do that. So I do make sure to put lots of adhesive on the back because I have gesso and all the paint and all the texture paste, and so you do need to ensure that you have plenty of adhesive on the back of that stuff. I'm using tearaway tape, which is also from the Spiegelmom scrap store, and that holds really beautifully on top, as well as this Nuvo adhesive. I love that. It has a skinny nozzle that is really great for tracing like small die cuts and stuff like this. So I put that as my main title, and now off screen I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna sew with mint colored thread around the edge just because I needed a little something. And we're really close to being done. I wanted to keep it fairly simple, let the bunnies shine. I'm gonna add the bunny dots. I'm gonna save the other ones for another time. I just want to use the bunny on this Easter layout. And I also have a little set of cute bunny stickers that I'm also going to add. And then I'm going to add these pearls and enamel dots that are actually from an older color kit and that I saved, and they match perfectly. And then I'm going to go through and just sprinkle around the sequins as embellishments or like other bits of like enamel dots or the pearls. And I'm going to kind of make these clusters larger than normal. Typically, when I sprinkle little sequins or little gems, I will only put like 2 or 3 together in a cluster. And so this time I'm going to go through and, I did find these Heidi Swap florals that really matched well. So I'm going to add those in. Once I added those in, I needed to remove those little wood grain pieces because they just weren't going with the layout. They made it darker than I wanted. So there you can see I'm starting to add the little pearls in, and I'm going to create these clusters of jewels, enamel dots, pearls, sequins that are larger than typical or have more pieces in them. And it was really fun. I like the way that looks. It's a unique look. And so it kept my page simple because they're all really small, but it also gave it a lot of interest with these little like piles of pearly, shimmery goodness. So I'm just going to sprinkle those around, and really that's about it. So I'm not going to make you watch all of that. Make sure that you check out the Shimmerz blog that I'm on today. I'll link it down below. And grab your own color kits out of the store. I'll link the store down below as well. If you put my name in the comments, Natalie, you will get a little treat along with your order. These kits are so fun, and a lot of times they're like holiday themed, but even if they're themed or you don't really celebrate those holidays, they just really go well, are so versatile. That's the word I'm looking for. They're versatile, and you can really build up your stash this way because they're a great value, and they always have exclusive colors and stuff in them, so that's really fun. Because who doesn't need mint green and pretty blue and pretty pink in their stash, right? As well as that gorgeous pixie dust. I love that one. I like to use that one on darker color cardstock too. It shows up really well. Thank y'all for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Bye y'all.